To get started with our basic coil pot, we are going to make several coils ahead of time. So take your piece of clay and squeeze it into a sausage and begin rolling from fingertip to the palm of your hand using the entirety of your hand and spreading your fingers apart as you roll. If your coil gets too long, split it in half and then continue rolling it. If it starts to flatten out, twist the ends and re-roll. Let's go over that again. Twist the ends completely towards the center of the coil. And re-roll the coil so that it is nice and round and uniform in its width. It needs to be finger thickness. When you're finished, set it aside, and then roll a slab that is also finger thickness that we're going to use as the base of our coil pot. Pick a bottle to use so that you can trace around it, so that you have a circle slab to use as the base. Cut out the extra clay, and then smooth those edges so that they're no longer rough, and even it out if necessary. So this will be the base of our pot. To get started then, we are going to trim the ends of the coil so that they're even, because we want each layer to be as even as we can get it. And then start wrapping the coil around that base and trim off the extra. That's called the tail. We want those two ends to meet and line up pretty well. Then we're going to use a wooden rounded clay tool or a spoon to begin smoothing all of the seams. We want to blend those seams. The seam is the place where those two pieces of clay meet. We don't need to worry about blending on the outside of the coil pot because we are going to keep those coils visible on the outside. So it's really important that they be blended on the inside and that you blend each coil that you add as you add it. And if you want to, you can use your thumb to really get those two coils completely smooth and to really make the inside of your pot smooth. That's up to you. It's a personal preference, but if you plan to drink out of your pot, it's probably a good idea. Then repeat this process with every other coil that you add, blending as you go. At this point, I am cupping the pot in the palm of my hand so that I can press against my fingers as I blend. This will provide support because then I'm pushing into my fingers and not just pushing through the clay. When I hold it and work on it in my hand, it also makes it easier for me to get at all of those seams and make sure that they're really blended together. I want to make sure that they're all blended together so that if I put water in this, it doesn't come pouring out through any cracks. If I want to do some further detail work to those outside coils, I can use a clay tool. But this is what it looks like once it's been fired, and I've done a little stamping into those coils. You can see how smooth it is on the inside, and now it's totally watertight because I did such a good job blending all of the coils that I added. If I want to continue working on this, I'm going to cover it with a plastic bag and put it on the cart.